Straight ahead on News for Brockport, we'll tell you how Brockport is accommodating study abroad students amidst the coronavirus outbreak.
Then, what items your local Wegmans may not let you buy multiples of, and a certain resort in Thailand is letting you play with an animal you might not expect.
All this on News for Brockport. Hello and welcome to News for Brockport. I'm Alaina Jonathan.
And I'm Kallfelz. Let's get started.
As the coronavirus continues to spread, SUNY schools were forced to decide where their study abroad students should go when they return home from Italy. Brockport was chosen to house some of the incoming students. Lexi Cutmore reports.
Alaina, I'm here outside of Gordon Hall where over 30 students are under a 14-day precautionary quarantine. 18 students from Italy and 14 students from Japan and Korea arrived earlier this week. They were screened for coronavirus and all of them tested negative. Officials hope this will lower the chances of coronavirus spreading on campus and in the community.
You know, our biggest priority, as you know, is the safety of our students and our faculty and our staff, particularly the ones that are studying right now in the Level 2 and Level 3 countries. And when they come back, working with the local Department of Health and the State Department of Health to make sure that we keep the citizens of the state of New York safe too.
The college is trying to make the quarantine go as smoothly as possible. University police will be stationed outside of Gordon Hall, ensuring that no one goes in and no one comes out. As for the future of Brockport's study abroad program, that part remains unclear. But the SUNY chancellor said it was unlikely that the college would cancel all future programs.
I can't say we wouldn't, but I'd be surprised if we didn't. I mean, I think it just depends on where we are. And this is a pretty fluid situation. I mean, 2 weeks ago, Italy was not a Level 3 country, and now it is. So it really depends on how things materialize over the next, few months, I suspect.
For now, students will remain at Gordon Hall, as it is one of the only completely vacant dorms in the SUNY system that can properly accommodate the students and keep them separated during the 2-week quarantine. Reporting at the college at Brockport, News 4's Lexi Cutmore.
Thanks, Lexi. President Heidi McPherson said in an email earlier this week that some study abroad students are choosing to undergo the mandatory quarantine at home, but Brockport will likely house more students in the near future.
Unsure about going on that trip due to the coronavirus? You aren't alone. Until recently, most travel insurance didn't cover a global health scare. Now, some insurers are responding to travelers' frustrations. One of the largest providers, Alliance Travel Insurance, is loosening restrictions on claims of coronavirus-related issues. Those with trip cancellation or trip interruption insurance will be able to cancel the trip if they become ill with coronavirus before or during their trip. People who bought tickets to China, South Korea, or some parts of Italy before January 22nd, when the coronavirus was first announced, could get their money back. Cancel for any reason, insurance allows travelers who don't want to travel due to coronavirus fears to get some money back. That coverage applies to travel that departs before April 1st, 2020.
SUNY Chancellor Christina Johnson visited Tuttle North last week to talk about issues that have been affecting the campus. During her visit at the college, the SUNY Chancellor addressed issues of diversity and inclusivity at Brockport. She spoke with students, faculty, and staff about issues that they feel needs to be addressed. She also gave some statistics to reinforce the upcoming plans to diversify the college.
This is not something that's going to happen overnight. You know, our students are 35% underrepresented minorities, and when we add in the Asian students, we're at 42%. Our faculty are at 9%. Our staff is not as diverse as it needs to be. That's why one of the first things I did in the fall of 2017 was talk about a diversity plan for our faculty.
The Chancellor is working with administrators at Brockport to implement a 5-point action plan. Part of this plan includes more training for diversity, equity, and inclusion, and bringing in a mentor like Dr. Rodman King, the CDO at SUNY Oswego, to advise President Heidi McPherson as they move forward with their plans. There has not been any word on whether the Chancellor is planning to revisit the campus sometime in the future.
If you're one of those people who stockpile supplies in times of concern, then your local Wegmans may not be where you want to shop. In a response to the rising concerns over COVID-19, Wegmans is limiting the number of supplies you can buy. Things like disinfectant wipes, rubbing alcohol, and hand sanitizer are limited to only 3 of each per customer. Wegmans is only allowing customers to buy 1 family-sized toilet paper at a time. This response is because shelves around all local Wegmans are running out of these supplies.
The FDA is cracking down on companies that continue to sell flavored cartridge-based vaping products in violation of the agency's new policy. The policy took effect in February. It prioritizes the enforcement actions against cartridge-based vaping products in flavors other than tobacco and menthol. The FDA sent out 22 warning letters to companies that make and sell flavored cartridges. Those companies include both online retailers and brick-and-mortar businesses like gas stations and convenience stores. The companies have responded within 15 days. The FDA says it's a top priority protecting young people from the dangers of tobacco use, especially regarding cigarettes.
Governor Cuomo took to Twitter and announced that starting March 19th, all SUNY and CUNY will be moved to a distance learning model. Other colleges across the country have implemented this strategy in hopes that it reduces the spread of the virus. For the rest of the semester, classes will be taught online. It is uncertain whether the campus will stay open to accommodate students who stay or if it will shut down completely. News for Brockport will bring you more information as we know.
If you ever wanted to sleep next to elephants, now's your chance. A resort in Thailand is offering new jungle bubbles where you can sit back and watch female elephants all night long. For $463, you can be just a few steps from 3 rescued elephants. You can get within a few feet of them, but there is a strict no-touching policy. If visitors want to interact with the elephants, the resort has a variety of on-site options to walk, play, and even eat with the gentle giants.
That's super awesome that you get to play with the animals like that.
Yeah, I know, and even for so cheap, like half of $1,000 to go eat and sleep with elephants, like when do you ever get that chance?
Right?
Thank you for tuning in to News for Brockport. I'm Alaina Jonathan.
And I'm Kallfelz.
We'll see you next time.